Mga minamahal kong kaibigan, mga kababayan, ito pong ating tatalakayang paksa ay patungkol po dito sa paghahanda po ng China upang sakupin itong Taiwan. No? At upang maintindihan po natin ito ng lubos, ay maaaring bahagya ko kayong bahaginan kung ano po ang ulat, no? Ukol po dito sa nangyayari ngayon. Yung ayon po sa ulat, English po ito, i-Englishin ko na lang. Roll on, roll off, passenger vessel being earmarked, no, to carry armored vehicles, security experts say. Ito po yung kinakargahan ngayon, no, ng China ng mga armored vehicles, no. So they are really planning to invade Taiwan. China is preparing an armada of ferries and civilian vessels to invade Taiwan as Beijing steps up its pressure campaign against the island nation. While the People's Liberation Army, PLA, lacks of numbers of amphibious landing craft needed to stage the sort of invasion seen during the D-Day landings, it could bridge the gap with civilian vessels, including dozens of gigantic roll-on-roll-off ferries that can each carry hundreds of armored vehicles. Amphibious landing under fire are among the most difficult of military maneuvers, said Ray Powell, the director of Sea Light, a Standard University project focused on gray zone activities in the South China Sea. Civilian ferries would normally be poor choices for such a mission, but could be used to transport troops en masse across the Taiwan Strait after its coastal defenses are destroyed, or to overwhelm the island military with sheer mass. Yan po yun sinabi ni Powell. Beijing launched 2 days of military drills in the waters around Taiwan on Thursday in what it said was a strong punishment for separatist acts after a fiery inauguration address in Taipei earlier this week with Lai Ching-te, who was sworn in as president for a 4-year term. It was the third set of exercises encircling the island in the past 2 years. We urge China to exercise self-restraint and stop undermining peace and stability across Taiwan Strait and beyond, Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said. China regards democratic Taiwan as part of its territory and has vowed to bring the island under its control, possibly by force, and U.S. intelligence believes that Xi Jinping has ordered the PLA to be ready to take the island by 2027. In the meantime, Taipei has had to react to a campaign of so-called gray zone activities, including frequent cyber attacks, regular incursions by military jets in its airspace, and harassment by Chinese vessels in its waters. Mga kaibigan, hindi ko na tatapusin itong ulat na ito kasi medyo mahaba. However, mga kaibigan, this was just a classic, no? And reality example na meron po talagang creeping invasion that is happening across the entire region of South China Sea or the West Philippine Sea. And mga kaibigan, hindi ito dapat ipinagwawalang bahala ng ating gobyerno. Bilang isang ordinaryong mamamayan ng ating republika, mga kaibigan, kailangan nating mag-voice out dito kasi what is our really the government of the Philippines are doing. 'Di ba? Kasi mga kaibigan, ang iniisip ng mga ibang tao dito, nagpo-promote tayo o nananakot tayo ng war, 'di ba? Could happen anytime, 'di ba? It could erupt. Hindi naman natin may kakailayan, pero ang iniisip ng iba dito, nananakot tayo para hindi na kumibo. In fact, mga kaibigan, war is already in our backyard. And what can we do about it? Binababoy lang naman tayo, yung bansa natin, binabastos nitong China. Right? So, if China would become successful in their invasion sa Taiwan, mga kaibigan, huwag kang mag-expect na hindi tayo aapihin kasi nga, wala naman tayong defense mechanism. Actually, we are defenseless. And up until now, mga kaibigan, the only thing that we had that we have is Uncle Sam. Wala tayong, ano meron tayo? Wala, mga kaibigan. Noong panahon na si Marcos Jr. ay gusto palang kumandidato, sinabi niya na parang sumasandalan tayo sa Amerika. And yet, here he is. And it's just the same story. Sumasandal lang din siya sa Amerika. So, bottom line mga kaibigan, nagmayabang tong mga kandidato na to. Tong Duterte, yung pala, di ba, nagyabang. Parang mahina si Noynoy noon kasi sila ang marunong, sila ang magaling. 3 to 6 months, mag-jet ski, di ba? Yung mga sinasabing kalokohan. So after his term, mamamatay na lang yan kasi tumatanda na. Lahat naman tayo mamamatay, right? Kasi because of, di ba, dalawang bagay, age or sickness, di ba? Yun yung kadahilanan eh. Pero tingnan mo yung legacy na iniwan niya, wala naman siya nagawa. In fact, lalo pang nagkaroon ng lakas itong China na pumasok sa bansa natin. Nagkaroon ng mga pogo, hanggang merong Alice Guo, di ba? Wala naman siya ginawa sa China. In fact, binibiro pa niya na gawin tayong province ng China. Pagdating ni Marcos Jr., nilait-lait nila noon. Yung pala, gagamitin lang din niya yung visiting forces agreement na pinirma ni Noynoy with Americans. Walang bago. And yet, mga kaibigan, ito talaga yung real talk dito. I was really expecting na itong gobyerno na to must act right now mismo, mga kaibigan, on how he's going to prepare his kababayan. We Filipinos must have that kind of demand. Mga kaibigan, this is not, kailan tayo maghahanda? Kapag nandyan na? Kapag sumasabog na? Mga kaibigan, the first question is, pag nandyan na, saan tayo, yung food security, what we're going to do? Nasaan yung sinasabing mga windmill? Pagka binomba ni China yung mga power reserves natin, power supply natin, handa ba kayo? O baka magrereklamo lang kayo sa social media and then later on sasabihin nyo, maging makabayan tayo, lumaban na lang tayo. Mga kaibigan, wala masama maging makabayan, di ba? Lalaban naman talaga tayo. That's a basic defense mechanism of a human being. Kapag sinaktan ka, lalaban ka. Lahat naman ng tao, kahit hayop, territorial. Di ba? That's the basic. However, mga kaibigan, we do not have yung initiative right now ng where do we go? How do we prepare? We have nothing. Saan yung hospital mo? How can you count the bodies? May mga body bags ba kayo? May libingan na ba tayo? Wala. Di ba? We are not thinking about negative aspect of our, di ba? That could happen. Hindi naman tayo mga nega dito, pero we are being practical. Practicality, mga kaibigan, pag nandiyan na yan, saan mo itatago yung mga anak mo, yung mga apo mo, yung mga lolo't lola nyo? Saan nyo itatago? Sabihin mo na, lalaban ka. Kung may isip ka, you don't need to become a Dilawan or Aquino mindset. Wala. This is just a practical question sa lahat ng mga Pilipino. Pag lumilipad na yung bomba, saan tayo magtatago? We do not have a bomb shelter. Lagi kong inuulit yan. We do not have bomb shelter, mga kaibigan. You don't even have, wala nga tayong pambiling guns eh. Di ba? May pambili ka bang guns? Yung guns and goons, nasa politiko lang yan eh. They own it. Later on, pag nagbabagsakan na yan, they can just easily get out of the country. Magkaroon sila ng sinasabing asylum, o kung gusto man nila mapakita ng tapang, their family will be saved. How about your family? Wala. The first question na ito talaga yung gusto kong ipaglaban dito. We do not have bomb shelters. Di ba? Do we need it right now? Kung ito nangyari nung panahon ni Gloria, we do not need it. Di ba? But right now, do we need it? The answer is yes. Kahit hindi matuluyan, mga kaibigan, these bomb shelters will be used by our future generations. Anak mo, apo mo, kailan tayo gagawa niyan? Pag lumilipad na lahat? Pag nakita mo ng glasog-glasog na yung mga katawan nila dyan sa kalsada? We need bomb shelters. We have to demand our government to create bomb shelters for Filipino people. Yung bomb shelters na yun must contain medicines. Dapat magkaroon tayo ng magkaroon na tayo ng training in preparation for the war. Hindi po mga kaibigan nagkakaroon ng initiative dito ng ganyan eh. Alam nyo? Alam nyo anong ginagawa ng China? Pinagtatawanan tayo. Why? Kasi nga, andyan no, sila Jonathan Morales, yung mga nila tirahan nila ni Marcos tsaka ni Duterte, doon busy ang tao. Ba't ang Pilipino, mga kaibigan, nalilimutan nila yung real issue here. The creeping invasion. Mga kaibigan, wala tayong kalaban-laban. Diba? Yung pag-aralan nyo. And hindi nyo kailangan maging dilawan. Diba? Color in politics is not important here. Natutuwa ang China dahil nag-aaway-away tayo. Nananaig sila. They have been using Duterte, now the Marcoses. Diba? Whether Marcos is pro or anti-China, they don't mind. Kasi nga, na-divide na nila tayo and that's the best strategy. Divide and conquer. So, the question falls on all Filipino people. It will fall on our feet. Nasaan kayo dyan? Ano ang gagawin natin ngayon? Diba? Kung hindi ka pa nagigising, baka naman bukas makalawa, tsaka ka magising kung patay ka na. Diba? And then, umiiyak na yung maiiwan mo, bago sila mamamatay nga, mapapahirapan muna. Diba? We have to demand what is ang ating preparation when it comes to war. Wala, mga kaibigan. And war is already inside our backyard. No one talks about this. Di ba? No, the government doesn't want to talk about this. Why? Kasi nga, this could derail their plans for their own pet projects. Yung kanilang, probably, this may conspiracy theory, based on my opinion, mas inuuna nila yung kanilang mga build, o kung ano pa mga sinasabi nilang mga infrastructure projects na meron silang hindi natin masabi. Baka may katkong sila dyan, hindi natin alam. Diba? So, Filipinos must learn. Dapat mag-ingay sila patungkol sa usaping ito. Anyway, syempre, magkakaiba tayo ng opinion at pananaw. Ano man ang inyong pananaw dyan at opinion, comment down below. Syempre, paalam nyo sa atin. And of course, bibigay ko rin po sa inyo yung link nitong creeping invasion na ito para makita nyo rin ibang dokumento dyan sa comments sa ating description section and comment section where you can find and read and watch more about it. And syempre, mga kaibigan, salamat sa mga nag-share. Kung tingin nyo importante itong paksang ito, maraming salamat sa nag-share at nagla-like. And of course, kung hindi pa po kayo nagsasubscribe sa ating YouTube channel and interested kayo sa mga itong uri ng talakayan, please do subscribe. Di ba? And of course, maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagsama at pagtangkilik at pagsubaybay. Hanggang sa muli, mga kaibigan.